Hi, it's 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on Xbox. And Shinra is still the place if you want a PvP in Elite Dangerous, even on the Legacy version. We came into Shinra Desert and immediately ran into Shady Mango, who started attacking us. Unfortunately for him, I'd flown across him by facing Mamba, because that was the last ship I was in when we were fighting TOC back in Seoul, and we'd jumped over a bunch of TOC into Shinra Desert. Shady jumped me and Deck, and well, I think Deck's in his plasma charger build. I was in a phasing ship. It was 2v1. It's not a situation that's gonna do you well, but Shady stuck in there quite a while. I think he managed to get Deck's shields off of his crate, but you know, Deck's got a hell of a lot of armor on that thing. Will take a while to take out. But yeah, Shinra is still the spot. People, even on Legacy version, will rock out in Shinra and have a few fights. On the Xbox version, that's certainly where the fight nights happen. Provost is in charge now, I think, of the Hands Discord channel, which they organise fight nights, PvP tournaments, all sorts of weird and wonderful things. Always worth keeping an eye on, and if you're into PvP, that's the place you want to be, especially on the Legacy version, because it can be at times tough to find organic PvP. You know, the game is not as busy as it used to be, and you know, you may struggle sometimes for PvP opponents. So if you see something going on with the Hands Discord, you can always pop over and find some fights. I took the opportunity to have the 1v1 with Flipper I had yesterday. I've got another 1v1 I'm bringing you in a separate video. So, you know, I managed to get a few fights in, have a bit of a laugh, hang out with the guys and just chill and chat. You know, I'm more interested in the chill and chat, but I will take part in a few PvP fights, even though I am a gimbal scrub and annoy people with my gimbal builds. You know, this build is ultimately very annoying, and I can't believe Shady went for a ram or two on me. I know he's going to be banking as soon as I turn around, because just whacking into one of my ships is never good for your health. But yeah, we managed to chase Shady off, get to the station, and then I had a couple of 1v1s, was chilling out, and when I came back, Shady was molesting Meta Orange around the slot. So when we get back, I'll play you a little bit of Meta Orange confirming that Shady was hanging around the station and just shooting him and his Viper. And I decided to see if I could encourage Shady to have a little bit of a fight with me instead. A little bit more of a fair fight between two FDLs rather than him picking on the Meta's little Viper as they just hung around the slot being silly. Oh, those beams mean that Meta's arrived and it's now a 3v1 and Shady is on his way out. Anyway, I'll be back after this ad break. It won't be a moment. So we're going to take a pause to take a quick look at what you guys sponsor. With your guys' views, you help out Big Red Rooster Cockerel Rescue, helping out cocks of all sizes, all shapes, and for the love of the cock, keep watching so we can raise money for this lovely little animal rescue and save birds like my little co-pilot here.
He's just hugging the station and shooting.
So yeah, as you can hear, Shady is hanging around the station shooting at Meta, and I thought I'd give him a gentle love tap. Yeah, I was like make my presence known, and you know, with 4 pips into shields, it's actually pretty decent at ramming. Nothing like my ram, but it's pretty decent at ramming. So Shady does immediately turn around and start shooting at me. I fly away from the station a bit. I was checking out his build, and it is a Phys Plasmac. Yeah, he gets a couple of free shots on me as I'm like moving away from the station, because I don't want to get killed by the station, and so he does get a couple of free shots on me. But as you can see from his shields, I don't know if he'd used any banks, but it's certainly his shields are taking a bit of a hit. So this wasn't a completely fair 1v1, but I did ask Meta, and Meta did respect it, to leave it 1v1 from this point onwards, which was good, because you know, I don't particularly want us to all just gank people. It is quite fun just having 1v1s. Yeah, I've fought Shady a few times now, and against the 5 Plasmac in this ship, this is my comfort zone. I want to say this is Against 5 Plasmax I have a pretty decent record in my beam to lance, especially if they're just going to go for rams all the time. You know, don't ram my ships is kind of like, you know, it's in there, and I'm getting better at getting my 4 pips into shields to make sure I can really like smash into those rams really nicely. Because yeah, I'm not doing the plasma damage on the ram, but I'm still hitting like pretty much like a freight train. I mean, I have 2 ships when it comes to fighting Meta Lances. This one, which I have a decent record in, but against 5 PA ramming people, I normally prefer to be in my Ramber, because that's almost like a given. If they're going to plasma ram me, the frag ram will do them more damage. But like I said, this is kind of what I built this ship for, and this is a fight that I'm very comfortable in taking on. A lot of the guys that fly these type of Meta Lances that have the 5 PAs, the 3 PA, 2 railguns, they don't run chaff on Xbox. I don't know what it is. They tend to fight mostly against other people in Meta Lances and PA builds, so they don't tend to feel running chaffs that beneficial until they run into a really annoying gimbal scrub like me, and then, you know, chaff can be essential. Yeah, it is quite funny because when like one of them comes around to fight me in a 1v1, and it's like I never change my build, and they're the ones that claim I'm a counter builder, and when you look at their ship, it's suddenly got double chaff, and I've never seen them run double chaff before in their life. And it's always like a little wry smile, because it's always the one that on a forum or a Discord will call you a counter builder is the guy that will stick double chaff on before fighting me in an organised 1v1. It's really funny, and I don't care, because it's like normally they're so used to overheating themselves to do more plasma damage, they don't realise that chaff is such a weak module that they burn their chaff off long before they get through the ammo for it, and quite often they forget they've got it, because they're just so used to not having it. So the amount of times that all they've done for me is weaken their shields is really funny. But yeah, this fight, it was in my comfort zone. Like I say, Shady was pretty injured and had some shields down before really we locked horns, so you know, it was a shame that we rotated this near the station, because it meant whoever lost this was going to get put in detention. But other than that, it was a pretty fun fight. It was a pretty decent fight. Gotta say, he definitely was ramming the crap out of me, which you'd think he'd avoid some, because yeah, I'm not known as being squishy when it comes to being rammed. I've only got one real squishy ship when it comes to being rammed. But it was a nice 1v1, a fun 1v1, and I enjoyed myself. It was a good time up at Shinny. I had the 1v1 with Flipper. I had another 1v1 which I'll bring you in another video. I had this fight. I was messing around, chatting to people. I tried to get a fight in Biggs on the go, but that didn't materialise. So it was all good fun. All GG's, all good fun.
And he ought to be in jail.
That was the last we saw of Shady, because as Meta predicted, he did end up in jail after that fight where we rotated too close to the station and we're getting fines for shooting in the no fire zone. Bit of a pain in the butt. But as you can see from that screenshot, or that bit of footage, plenty of people up in Shinny. Nice to see so many people, nice to have so many fun fights. Just a general bit of fun and a hangout. And it was nice when Deck had long gone to bed and Meta had gone off to walk the dogs. I went back to my carrier, and it was nice to have a little run-in with someone just before I did. So it's always nice to be in Shinny to bump into old friends and old adversaries and have a few fights and a bit of fun. Let me know in the comments down below if Shinny's still the spot for PvP fights, say on PS4 or on, well, PlayStation in general, and on PC, as I don't know what he was doing. It's just not a good idea to ram me, especially when you're in that. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.